Hello, this is Krillian with episode 35 of my Let's Play Total War. Attila is the Eastern Roman faction on Legendary difficulty. We have hit 420 and Attila has come to power. We haven't seen him yet, which is fine by me, but I am watching out for it. I may pull this army back to Greece as soon as if I can get that region to be okay. We're up to 20,000. We took a several thousand gold piece dip when we lost huge wealth from our farms. So we have a dude, one of our tax collectors has been withholding payments. We'll talk to them. Our taxes are quite reasonable. Okay. So, we're going to start spending money again, but the goal is to spend about 10,000. We're going to leave this army up here because we'll need him to defend our north. I don't really want this army here, so I need to get this region to be happy enough that he can leave. And I think he's producing like 13, so I need to come up with like 13 more public order. We need to build the Capitol building. So that's 1,500. We're going to be somewhat general on how much money we're doing. We're going to convert this, so that gives us about 5,000. And that allows us to build this up. So that's going to put us at our gold for the turn. Now, I'm not sure how bad this is going to be, so let's find out.
Ready for orders.
In theory, we're hard-beaten legions, and they have endless troops that suck. Holy cow. We beat all of it with that. We, of course, are going to encircle them.
At your command. Make haste, men. Ready for further orders. Would that I were as swift as the angels. Laying siege to the settlement.
We will auto-resolve this aggressively and attempt to sink them all. Come on, boats. All of you should sink. Sink, boats. Okay, they did all die. Did I lose any legions? No. That's gloriously good. Take the region. We are going to loot and occupy.
We hunger for battle.
Now, why are these all here? Oh, I didn't get to fight them all. Huh. Well, Oriental Port, I'm just going to knock you down a level. I don't want levy camps. Ooh, camel ranches. 65 food. It's hard to get 65 food, but that's a lot of squalor. I think if I knock it down when it goes to 50 food, and a lot less squalor. So we're going to do that. And we'll pay to repair that.
Turn about! Fleets reporting. To battle!
Excellent.
I'm afraid we cannot. Prepare for battle!
That one ran a long way away.
All hands to the oars! For death and honor!
Okay, now they've separated out, and we can go and finish off all these forces quite easily. Look at all those archers and slingers. These dudes aren't very good, but they would have just dropped lots of arrows on us. Hell is an H-A-I-L. The hell of arrows would be amazing, and so I'm very glad that we're just going to stomp them at sea. If we can kill like all of Aksum's forces off here, we'll take the recovery.
Yes.
We can get a lot of experience here, and B,
Your orders. All hands to the oars.
we'll get lots of experience here, and we'll prevent future issues from occurring. I don't particularly care for sea battles. With a bunch of archer ships, you can do some fun things, but still, it's just not. Naval battles have never been my favorite thing in this game. You might as well. You come and kill this guy. You don't have Ooh, this was a natural navy. So we can take a balanced stance. And then these two armies can begin marching on Aksum. The capital of Aksum, anyways. Now we are going to take out Nobatia
Your orders.
as well.
Ready for orders. Row, damn you, row! Leaving the ship. Fleets reporting. Going ashore.
We gain some experience and see what we get. +2 public order and replenishment. And you get this and this. He gained rank. He'll have to get these two. That is everything down here. Over here, you no longer need to be in that. You're camped out here, and we have a navy camped out there, so we can actually fix some of this. And we need to, what is the, I think it's infertile, yeah, it's a waste of time. That would be 30 food. 30 food, this produces 240 gold versus 450. Obviously we'll go for that. Ooh, I'm going to definitely raise my scriptorum. I believe that we'll have the food to cover it. I have spent everything I can spend this turn, I think. We want to make sure that we want our interest to go up, not down. This would be so worthwhile though. We'd stay over, we're gonna do that. I want to increase my my tech rate. Before I finish, I want to complete every technology, which means we need to keep bumping our tech rate so we can actually get through all of this. Okay, we only have 405 spare food. A sign of how grim some of this is. Now coming over here, how is this region looking? When I get this building built up, it'll easily be able to allow him to leave. We just have to be able to get the food to actually have that building. And all these are 7. So this is going to be possibly a food market. Although eventually this could be changed in this, but that'll probably start off as a food market. That can be converted to a wine market later, if we're still playing. Another farm of some sort here, so maybe horses, and then this will be our church. Or we could do the church here, and then do 2 farms. We may need to go that route. Okay. Let's just look at diplomacy because we haven't looked at a while. Is there anyone we can trade with? Gassanids. We're already trading with you. It may even just be like 50 gold, but for every little bit of piece of gold we get, trade agreement. What about a non-aggression? Western Roman separatists.
We are, as always, a welcoming host to you.
Oh, we'd make so much money off of them. No, we're not going to pay for it. Who are you? The Africans really like us. Mazoon really likes us. Okay, well, we're going to end the turn. Oh, he died. Sucks to be him. Oh, we went under 20,000. That's kind of poor. So maybe we don't spend anything next turn. We are going to need to put some money into Aksum's lands to convert it over to ours. We're gonna bring our navy down.
My lord wishes to bestow coin on your people. Accept it as a token.
No, because I'm taking you. I did not take a duelist for kicks and giggles. I took it because it is time to expand into a safe locale. Now we're gonna lose trade with Nobatia, which kinda sucks, but overall I don't care. I don't have to. Yeah, because I don't want armies here. I'm going to build that navy up to watch it. I should just... no, I should leave them. Because I should roll right into Iran. I should sweep across Arabia Felix. I have 3 armies down here. I can't trade with any of them. Impose sanctions. We don't want to become Zoroastrian. Okay. We're having enough trouble staying Greek Christian as is. So I'm going to bring you down towards here because I don't need you for any way, shape, or form up here. So we're actually going to leave Nobatia alone. They're happy with us.
Commander. Ready for battle. We take this settlement.
We're going to take Iran next.
Besieging settlement.
Now we're going to be aggressive in the attempt of killing off this side army. Okay, good. That should finish Aksum off entirely. And with Aksum gone, do I want to loot or occupy? I'm pretty sure I have to knock like all kinds of stuff down. I'm going to loot and occupy.
Ready for orders.
This region's not under attack and I need money. That gets us almost to 150. Now you... gonna come down. You... with force march, you can't get there. Okay, now we are going to have some trouble here. This is all we're going to spend money on. You're going to get converted. That's not getting converted. This is getting turned into a fields. Does this need to be a field? How bad is religious differences? Massively bad. So we need to actually build our church. And at least start getting better. this needs to get repaired. A fur market. Oh, that produces food. But 8 squalor. So, looking at our trade, we now have furs. They value at 11. We can only export. We can't export all of it. I kind of want the food though. So, I think we're just going to let it fix itself. This is going to get knocked down. This will get knocked down. We need the wind catcher to convert it, so we're going to go ahead and do that. We have Axumite Cave. Public order is going to be a giant issue. This would provide much better. If we built this Greek church, it'd be 5 public order and 5 influence. We have our capital and our thing there. This would be food. We need food here. Because this port can't produce food. This, I'm going to knock down a level to reduce squalor. This will get converted to the thing that reduces lots of squalor in every region. This I need to convert. This I could improve if I wanted, but I don't really want to do that yet. And I'm not selling anywhere all my spices, so that doesn't really help. That I think I'm going to convert to the church. So we will repair this, even though that ended up being more costly than I expected. You're going to come here to prevent the revolt. Hopefully the revolt comes outside of Axum, but we'll see. Wherever the revolt is, this army comes. If it comes to here, we have, these are both working with the city, so they're not going to take it. Okay. How are we doing this region? Oh, this region has food issues still. That's becoming a food market. This region has some food and is getting a lot more. And that's going to produce a lot of stuff. But I can't move this army yet, which is really what I want to do, is get that army to somewhere that I need it. Now I need to clean all this up. So we're gonna take all of this province, we're gonna take this province, and we're gonna take this province. We're gonna take all of this stuff. We'll do that and build it up so that I don't really need armies anywhere on this side of the map. So we'll sweep across here and into Macron. We'll have to rebuild some settlements, and then I'll take out these two and rebuild this settlement. And we'll begin fixing all that up. And once we've defeated these 3, I can move 2 armies over to here. I should be able to defeat the Lakhmids or these dudes with 2 forces, and I have another army over here. But Nobatia. I kind of think I should take Nobatia out now. How happy is Nobatia with me? Because the moment I think that they're unhappy, I need to kill them. It is deteriorating. Why is it going down? I kind of think I need to off them. Okay, we're gonna off them. It's just safer. Leaving them in my backfield doesn't actually benefit me in any way, shape, or form. Finishing them off, that benefits me. Force march to get as far as you can. Get out of there. There's no reason for you not to get regrowth. Okay. So these 2 armies should be able to defeat Nobatia. And then we'll come down here and start sweeping up the safe regions. And that is the goal. Sweep up the safe regions. Okay, we're gonna end the turn. And I also would rather put money down here in a region I know isn't going to go crazy on me than going and putting it, you know, somewhere in the north where I may get hit by an invading force at any moment. I haven't actually looked to see where the Huns are. Oh, Swabians. Don't you have a Huns to go fight? I should try to see where they are on the map. I do have 3 solid armies there. I need to start improving my armies that are going to fight the Huns. I need like 4 units of crossbows or 5 units of crossbows in each force. 4 units of or 5 units of spears. Preferably 2 units of cav. We need to start building professional armies so that we can actually defeat them. Lots of Eastern Legio. Attila. Wherever the Huns are, they're far away. And we're going to start repopulating the east. We should get our next Imperium at some point. 26,000, we're back up to that. We lost the Master of the Foot, which I don't care about. Good, 5+5 influences. Excellent. Okay, you. What can we recruit here? I thought we built... Oh, that's right, this region. Here, we built this. I need to start building up to that. So we're going to start building this up. Here. It's a maintenance cost. We can afford that. You've gained stuff. What do I feel like giving you? You have everything. Where do you get the guy who has everything? We'll go with those 2 stats. Okay. You. What could I upgrade you with? Breeding and battle speed. I don't really care. This is getting Cavalry Stables 3. At which point I can actually recruit some really cool units. Now, I don't really make the money I want to have giant professional armies everywhere, but we're working on it. I think that's everything I'm going to spend this turn. Unless there's some... Oh no, I really have to deal with this. Get the governor's house. When the governor's house is built, this guy can leave here. You... We could build stuff in this region. What would I want? Nothing, I want money. We're going to continue to build interest. Let's see here. This will be the last. We need to convert these. This will be converted to our church. This is 1 less influence, but it has osmosis. So we're going to do that. And it does a lot of other things. This will get converted to that. This is getting knocked down. Here we're going to start with the capital. Okay.
We hunger for battle. On the move. Commander. At once.
We've actually... That's interesting. Okay.
We hunger for battle. vassal.
Okay. We'll come at Nobatia hard and fast. Iran is out here. That makes me unhappy. Hmm.
At your command.
I may need to bring him in to deal with Iran. But no, I have to leave him here for now. We'll figure it out. Maybe I'll bring that army down here instead. So that he can protect me from the Iran forces. Okay, end of turn. You have some stuff. You can get this. You're an admiral. Something that improves research rate would be good. Yeah, just have the patrolled mincer. Get integrity so that I don't have to constantly smack you down. And ooh, that's kind of cool. You can just have a chainmail shirt, whatever. Reduce the cost of your stuff. We can assign a provincial governor? Dude, I lost the guy again. Okay. Let's see who's least happy. You. You are going up. Food is going to be an issue here, but we're working on that. Ethiopia. If I put a governor here, that could help. I could... They're not really making much money. Asoritan. A governor here could do good things. Oh, we have some issues. Cappadocia, you're fine. Okay, so let's look at who's making money and who I can give the tax rate thing to. Thracia, you're making the most money. I want the governor there so that he can do the 5% or the increased taxes. Let's see, you're a marksman, you're a master planner. That's not bad. That would help. So we'll definitely go with the master planner. And we will put him in Thracia, which will also help keep our capital safe. And in Thracia, we're going to do the tax rate. And he reduces some maintenance costs, which there are maintenance costs in 2 of these buildings. That will be my church here. So we're going to end the turn. Get a little bit more tax rate out of Thracia. It's interesting since I've put so little money into Thracia. Apparently I put more than I thought. But I didn't really think I put that much money compared to some of the other regions. But the Emperor is there watching over his beautiful kingdom, empire. Not kingdom, empire. And we should get another Imperium soon. The Sclavians is going to be there for the rest of the time, raiding that region and not doing anything. I don't really care. They're not hurting it. It's not getting unhappy. It's not starving. That's fine. The Huns somewhere, though, they concern me. The Iran moving north, that concerns me. Now, Nobatia probably doesn't have anything worthwhile. They do have about 2 stacks plus change. So I almost kind of think I need to move that 3rd army up to help. would decrease public order to do it. But 3 stacks overwhelming them would be better. Okay, Britain is destroyed. That kind of sucks. Hopefully they come back. Because I need to destroy 40 factions. So Zoroastrian minus 10%. That's great. Okay. We're up to 27,000 a turn. Which is still not anywhere where I expect it to be with this country. I really thought we'd be making oodles of money at this point in the game. Okay, we are going to come up to here. Force march as far as you can. You two.
Would that I were as swift as the angels.
Come down to here. See, they have a bunch of... yeah, these are just desert spear stacks. Of course, one of my guys, I think, is more or less the same thing. This army, though, is much better.
Ready for orders.
We'll encircle next turn and see. Now, how bad is public order at that point? Ugh. Well, again, if the revolt's here, this navy should be able to hold them out. If the revolt occurs here, I'll be able to march back to deal with it. And Aksum, build the forms. Next turn we will have all of the squalor taken care of. This will provide, what, 8 squalor to all regions? We'll still need to actually upgrade that probably once. But at 12 squalor it takes care of pretty much anything. Over here. How are you looking? Because I would really like you to be able to leave a Boricon. I just don't think you can. That gets 6 points. Food is a problem. How's our squalor looking? Squalor is fine. If we did that, that'd be 20 points of food. Yes. We need that. Because I think this is going to... I think it'll consume all but 2 foods. We need extra food in case there's a bad time. So it's going to be 2 turns before he can leave. Okay, we're not going to spend anything else. How are we doing over here? We're up to plus 28. There is so much instability here. It's kind of sad that they have to hang out in Nagila, but it's fine. Our library's almost built. That's what I'm going to go through. Let's just look real fast and see if there are any libraries or places I can build libraries, because that's really the only thing I want to build at this point. Here we'll build a forum to build a library, because I want to increase my tech rate. Now this would go up to 40 food, so I need 20 food here. I'm at negative 30. That's terrible. Oh, this is going to be a food market. So let's me build that. Okay, good. Because again, these are the only things I really care about building at the moment. That's too far away. We're fine with that. Here, we can not build that. That's the wrong thing. We could build this Imperial Library. Take 20 food. And we will build a fields here, which will cover that. Now the problem is this. Negative 3. You know what? We're just going to convert this to this at this point. That will improve public order, and we only have one thing left to build up. So losing the growth is not terrible. Bithynia. get that going. Fields. Fields. Cappadocia. Can't do anything here. And you're fine. If I see some place that has serious issues, I'll need to take care of it. This needs to be turned into cattle, so I can build that. And this will be my governors, which means this can be a form. Spending so much money. Sardinia. Governors. Insulae Artilinus. Become a library. That takes up 20 food, which means I will not have enough food. Become a fishing port. Become a fishing port. That adds important defenses. Okay. We're going to say that we've built enough of those for the moment, and we'll end the turn. We've dropped under 25,000. You are an admiral who once again has terrible instability. I wish there was something that had zeal. You know, I could do that thing that would improve my integrity. It could really help this guy. And it would be minus. It would be like pointless for almost anyone else. Some good things, but not really for you. So sure, have a wolf pelt for what that matters. I don't think any of these. I think that will add to your integrity, because I think this has penalties to integrity. So that may stop that from happening. You get this and this. Now we did spend quite a bit there, mostly to build up libraries, so that we can start blowing through our tech tree faster. We do want to accomplish every tech imaginable. Now, the last 5 turns will be the worst 4 techs that we can get, which will be those religious ones across the board. No, that can't be the last 5 turns, because then we'll have to build up. In Rome, we're going to build our big church. So after we take Rome, we'll go there and get our techs to build that church. But we lose so much if we, we lose the giant buildings that improve our public order and generate wealth, instead of generating public order and costing 2 arms and a leg. Because even when, I mean, with every time we take a region, our corruption's just going to get worse. I really wonder how soon we'll hit the next Imperium, because that would be important. I would really like to hit the next Imperium sooner rather than later, but it's going to come when it's going to come. There are lots of factions still out there.
We humbly ask for a single modest subsidy
No.
to help our
We would perhaps agree to defend you for 8,000 gold, but we're sure as heck not going to give you 8,000 gold. You just ditch us the moment the Huns showed up. I need that money to buy a new legion. Super legions. Oh, I need to check and see if I'm ready to get, oh, we lost a faction. Okay, we're up to 27,000 in wealth because our locations are providing money. Here, we cannot yet go up to the point of buying our crossbows. If I do that, it would produce some squalor. Oh, what do we have here? This no longer needs to be that. This needs to be this. And if we do that, produce a lot of oil, it would help with commercial buildings. Are these commerce? No, it's culture. That's not really useful. Yeah, we'll just do that for now. Our library can become an imperial library. That would take up 40 food. But if I build this, we gain 50 food. This is an important region. I should have that governor's house built up. We might as well make this region wealthy. It's all the way built up and it's not wealthy, which is sad. Okay. Time to add some money to our economy. You... Yeah, we're gonna declare war. Yeah. You can just encircle.
None will escape. Ready for battle. Ready for further orders. Laying siege to the settlement.
Okay, that's not good enough, so we'll keep encircling.
Let them cower like kennelled dogs.
Over here there should be a revolt. Okay, it is there. It's going to take them a while to be able to get in.
Commander. On the move. To victory. None will escape.
We will crush Nobatia here, and for their many years of painful disservice, they will just be forcibly added to the empire. This dude didn't die. That irritates me. We'll have to chase him down. We're gonna loot and occupy.
Ready for orders. Commander. We hunger for battle.
Go finish him.
Fight them out.
Okay, another faction we have devastated and destroyed. Now this may lead to another revolt. I don't know. I don't really care. Not what I need to be.
At your
You, I need to force march back this way. You are moving back this way. And let's look at what we can do in this region. Nisian stables. Why couldn't you build camels? Oh, this region has no fertility. Can I convert to a cattle farm? I can actually convert to a cattle farm. We'll fix that. Quanot network. I don't need this. We're just going to start ripping it down. Desert Hermitage. -5 upkeep for all units in the area. That's kind of interesting. But destroy it. Do I need a level 3 town here? Consumes 40 food. How are we looking at food? So we're fine with food. So sure, we will we'll fix that so that it can defend itself, because that's going to be a pretty good defensive place. I think we're done. This fur trader, do I really want to keep the fur trader? It's producing 70 food. That's a lot of our food in this region. There's no real reason to get rid of it if it's producing 70 food. The only real reason to get rid of it is to put in one of our own our food markets, and I don't think we need to do that. So we'll call that good. Camel farms 100 food. That's very sad they didn't have a camel farm here. Okay, looking at public order, we have negative 28 instability. We actually want another revolt to come.
Commander.
Whatever, you can stay here. Okay, you. We do need another revolt to come so that we can get rid of that 28 instability. Take this and this, get that extra point of cunning, all kinds of stuff. You. First of all, this dude levels up. He can get this and this. That works. And then you. Get lots of movement. Because you are my conquest armies.
On the move.
Okay. I think we're done there. Adulis is fine. Axum is not converted, so it's possible that they will retake Axum. Which is fine if they do. I kind of hope that they fail, but I don't think we have much of a garrison here. Yeah. We'd be hard pressed to stop much. Although they don't have much. If that's not an onager, then they can't do it this coming turn, which would be very bad for them. Ready to do intern. We do need technologies. Let's see what we want to do. I would like... so we got our improved tax rate. That's wealth from industrial. Minus to industrial and agricultural buildings. That would not be terrible. Don't really care about the stuff. This would be a lot of trade income and commercial buildings. But I don't have a lot of... oh, minus 3% of current corruption. That would be great. I would like the minus 3 corruption. Because we'll look at our corruption in a moment. I'm betting it's well over 50% at this point. So that would make a huge boon. Okay, get this and this. That's good. You're a veteran. You have all of that. Well then, I guess we'll take this and this for whatever reason. Doesn't really matter. Okay, we're gonna end the turn. Now our tech rate amount should start skyrocketing. We finally are able to start building those libraries. When we're done with them, we'll convert them to wine markets, probably. I don't know if we'll actually finish the campaign before, or have crushed everything by then. I'm interested... oh, I forgot to look at what our corruption was. I also should really look and see where the Huns are. I'm assuming they're up in Northern Europe, but I don't really know. And if they're heading towards me, it might be a good idea to pay attention to that. I should be able to move that army out of the east next turn. Unless I want to start repopulating with them. But I don't know if I really want to start doing that. I could go down and repopulate the region next to Parthia. That Parthia is a part of. But that probably isn't worth it quite yet. Dealing with Iran or bringing a 4th army to guard here is probably better. Why are the Jutes in my land? My goodness, what is this, like a vacation spot? I would really like to crush these Ostrogoths. They have allies, and then I get into a war with 3 nations again. I really don't want to get in a war with 3 nations when the Huns are in the way. Although when the Huns show up, they may turn on me. So, you know. Maybe a doesn't matter what you do type situation. Okay, we have a Legio. We have a Taskmaster, which improves integrity. Don't really care. That's not necessarily good. We'll go to Taskmaster, because, no, this guy is the youngest, but he's a patron. Kind of like him to be a governor, and I hope to get a governor soon. So we'll make this guy it. Get out of natural causes. It happens. Okay. So then, looking down in our south, where we are attempting to...
Ready for orders. At once. At your command. I don't care how tired you are. We hunger for battle.
No, we're going to leave you here because there's going to be another revolt. It's not really worth fixing those. We will fix that. We'll build a... we have our church. We'll build a field here, and we'll continue to knock that down. because that's going to eat up 40 food, and this is going to eat up 100. So I need 140 food, and I don't have anything near that now. So I don't want stables here. Let's go with the cattle farm at first. It produces the most money, our food, and we'll build cattle here. Okay, let's take a moment and look at who's not making enough food. Armenia. You're getting that, which will produce food. We need you to build up enough to get this. Now, how are we looking for stuff here? We have 6 squalor. If we do that, we would basically have enough if we build both of those up. That would add a little bit of gold and a little bit of food. Well, we can do it. We might as well finish it. Finish some of these regions off. Do our governor's estate. Because I want to, we're going to do the Grand Theater. We need to finish these regions off. Those things are going to produce a lot of money. We need the money. And we'll deal with the food and stuff. Okay, you over here, you should be free to go now. If we look at this region is getting... Oh, you're still not good enough to go, because you're at least producing 3 of that, probably 2 to 3 of that. So you would be taking 12. Okay. So looking at this, how are you doing for food? We'll build that. That'll add a lot of money. Okay, we're gonna call it there for now. Let's do a few things. First of all, is there anyone here I can trade with? Come on, someone must like me, kinda. Attila.
The day's greetings to you. Speak, for you have my attention as the
Excellent. That's 1,000 gold a turn, basically. Western Roman separatists.
In the name of the state, welcome. Speak as a friend or as an enemy, but do so with honesty.
I'll pay you 1,000 gold. Okay. We want a trade agreement, and I'll pay you